And good morning, Northern Arizona. This is Drive Time, your Northern Arizona's only live call-in radio talk show. Here I got Louie sitting next to me in my left. Louie with Tire Pros. How you doing, Louie?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. You brought a guest with you.
I did. I brought my wonderful and amazing son, Will.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice
Make
to
sure
meet
you
you.
collect
Will.
that $20 from him.
Yeah. And then across from me, I got John. John owns AutoWorks. You won't find jerks at AutoWorks.
Definitely not on Saturdays.
No,
Yeah.
you're here. Hey, folks, I do want to start this show off kind of on a serious note. I want to take a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk.
Yep.
That was sure sad what happened. And let's pray for some less hate in the world.
Let's start off with a prayer. Heavenly Father, we come before you, and we want to lift up Charlie, his family, everybody in this country, everybody in the world that looked up to him. You know, a lot of people loved him. A lot of people hated him. If they hated him, I don't know why. But Father, we just ask that you put ease on this country and put ease on all of our hearts. Tonight at 5 o'clock, by the way, at the square, Lord, bless everybody that's going to be down there in remembrance of him. And Father, we love you and we praise you in Jesus' name. In a moment of silence.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Amen. Awesome. So, anyway, this is your show, folks. Feel free to give us a holler. Anything you have questions about, we'll do our best to help you. And then Tom is at the ranch.
Yeehaw. He's practicing for the rodeo, I think.
Yeah,
They call it the ranch.
And then who else am I? Oh, Mark. Mark is out of town.
He's intergalactically in Pennsylvania this weekend, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, he's kind of been everywhere.
Yeah.
So I tell you, Mark over there, Southwest Truck and RV. And then, dude, I just got back from San Antonio for that big powertrain expo. That was really cool.
How was that?
That was awesome, seeing all the new stuff coming out in the transmission world.
Yeah.
Seeing some of the coaches. Aaron Stokes spoke at the thing. That was really nice. Tom had a little class, and his son had a class. His son was in Special Forces and kind of taught about the military. Military has some amazing leadership. They really do in the Special Forces. So it was cool to learn all this good stuff. And anyway, looks like we already got a call. Warren is on the phone. He's got a TPMS system, for those that don't know, Tire Pressure Management System. What's going on, Warren?
Yeah. Hi. Good morning. Glad to hear from you all.
Good morning.
I have a TPMS system. I've replaced the sensor in the wheel, and the left rear on the screen shows just a couple of dashes. It's never shown up on the display. The last time too, I rotated the tires just there on the left-hand side. Hopefully, then, if it was just a bad connection or something with that wheel, that it would go to the left front, and it did not. It stays in up on the left rear. Any
Hey, Will, go ahead and answer this one, buddy.
So it would be mainly because they haven't been programmed yet, depending on where you bought it from. If you bought it off like Amazon, something like that, normally they wouldn't be programmed. So you can go ahead and bring on by to us, and we could get it programmed for you, and we could check them all out to make sure everything's all good.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Where'd you get the sensor from?
It's been so many years, I don't remember.
Okay.
This is-
Yeah, because
I've
they
had
have to
this
be
car
programmed
about
to the
4
vehicle.
or 5 years, and it's been since day one that I've had it.
Okay, we have a really high-end, computer just for the TPMS alone. So we can check it, we can scan it, see if it's alive. If it's alive, we can wake it up and hopefully program it to your car.
Okay.
That'd be
I'll
awesome.
have to do that. Also, I want to make a compliment to you guys
Okay.
on your recommendation for the BG fuel additive.
Amazing, isn't it?
I'll tell you, I ran it a few times with very low gas in the car because it's an 11-ounce can.
Right.
And so I figured, well, it's more concentrated. Maybe that would help.
That's a guy thing, yeah.
And yesterday we were driving down to Phoenix, not to Phoenix, to Prescott, and I had my wife driving the car. And I said to her, I said, "Do you feel any difference? What does it feel like to you?" And she said, "I noticed when you exit the roundabout, before you'd get on the gas and you'd feel a little stumble.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's just smooth and goes right through."
Yep.
Nice.
And I do notice a big improvement, although it's not totally smooth yet, of the idle.
Yeah.
But after so many of these additives that I've been running in this car, this is the only one that's shown any results.
Yeah, it will work, and the BG products will break that stuff down in a small enough molecule where it just burns through the system, you know? So the more miles you put on it, the better it's going to get. Jump out on the freeway. I'm not going to tell you to speed, but if you could blow out a little bit, it doesn't hurt.
Just get to the speed limit really quick.
Yeah, get to the speed limit really quick and just run that. But, put about 30, 40 miles on it, and you're going to start knowing it's going to get better and better.
Okay.
All right?
And then the last thing, today is the second Saturday in September, which annually has been the International Drive Your Studebaker Day.
Oh.
So the streets should be pretty empty this week.
And I rode my Harley in today.
Oh my goodness!
But anybody with a Studebaker that's listening here,
yeah, get it out there. That's so cool.
Get it out there. Let us see
There's
it.
quite a few in this town, actually.
There are.
There's
there are
a
quite a few.
lot.
well, you don't want to know how many I have.
How many?
but that's okay.
How many do you have, Warren? I got to hear it.
Come on, you gotta pound your chest. How many do you got?
I have 20.
You have
Oh
20?
Lord,
Holy
that
moly.
Oh, so I see you're not married.
Oh yeah.
Or your
Going
wife's
on
an angel.
20 years.
Awesome. You have a great
But
wife.
yeah.
Your wife's like mine. She said, "Yeah, go ahead, honey."
I got to be honest. Talking about wives, I am blessed. I have a super cool wife.
You almost said old lady.
Yeah, I almost said old lady. I'm building my S10, and she never tells me no. She sees the little white boxes from Holly show up, and she's just like, "I get to go buy Legos, don't I?" A lot of them.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Go ahead, babe.
Well, I appreciate the call, Warren. Thank
Warren,
you
you're
so
awesome.
much.
Thank
and
you. Enjoy.
Go see Louie over there at Tire Pro. Get your tire fixed.
Yeah,
They'll
ask for Will,
program
my
it.
son out there. He'll go over there and he'll show you how we program and check him and see if we can wake him up for you, buddy.
I'm
All
happy
right.
to help you.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. Keep it up.
All right,
Thank
thanks,
you.
man.
Dude,
Bye-bye.
I'm impressed, Will. That was awesome. You were just like, bam, need to be programmed. Check it out.
That's where I can learn all my expertise from is my son.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, give us a holler, 928-541-1016. Again, that's 928-541-1016. We're going to go ahead and step out for our first break and see you on the other side. Awesome, and we're back. Those were some great commercials. So again, folks, give us a call, 928-541-1016. This is your show. If you have a question about anything automotive, we're going to do our best to help you out. And we were just talking after during the break about the prices of these new cars and the interest rates, and it's insane. I can't believe
my daughter
7%.
just bought a new Telluride, and they have good credit, her and her husband, and 10%.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
And to tell you, right, that's a $70,000 car.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
a Kia for $70,000.
Isn't it insane?
I know.
Completely insane.
I know.
Kia.
Yeah.
No, we all-
A $70,000 Kia.
Hey, stop. Kias are good cars.
They're good cars. They used to be throwaway cars, you know.
Yeah,
And the
back-
Hyundais back in '86, back the old ones, before that.
Yep.
They're great cars now. They really are. You know.
Shannon had a little. She had a few. She had a Sportage, and then we got her a little Kia Soul. She loved her little Kia Soul, little turbocharged.
Yeah.
4-cylinder. That thing was a rocket. And then we had when we bought her new car, we just turned that into a loaner car. We had that for a while until a customer flipped it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, not rolled.
I had a Hyundai
Flipped it.
Elantra for years, and we had it lowered nice, and
Yeah.
it was a great car.
Yep, we never had a lick of trouble out of that car.
Now we've got 5 or 6 Kias and Hyundais that we have for loaner cars that we got from customers with bad engines and stuff. So
Yeah.
we stick new engines in them and put them back on the road and stuff. But I've noticed this year, instead of getting Hondas and Kias, I'm getting Escapes.
Yeah,
I just got my third Ford Escape this
Really?
year.
with the
So,
transmission issue.
Yeah.
no, this one overheating. Yeah,
Hmm.
this one's an overheater, so got a motor.
Big
counter for it.
transmission issues in those.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's fourth
When
or
we had
fifth
that one
on
out of
my
you, we
list.
had their headaches.
Yep. We see so
You
many
can't
of
get 'em.
those. It's
You
a
can't get a
shame.
transmission for those.
Every build 'em. We got
Yeah.
that recipe down. Thankfully, parts are becoming available
Okay.
for most everything. Now I'm starting to see the new ones with the 8 speeds, the 9 speeds. That's insane. But anyway, I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, I love it.
Right.
But-
Exactly.
I don't know. It's
Cannot
scary to
believe
buy
the
a new
phones
car
are not
right now.
ringing. What's up with that?
I know. And usually when we have you on the show, man, the phones are just lit up like crazy.
Right. They just
Everybody loves Louis.
Well, now it's Will.
Now it's Will.
Call and
Yep.
talk to Will, guys,
I'm telling you.
girls, ladies.
Yeah, he's doing good over there. He's already knowing, answering questions, and
Pass the buck, yeah.
Yeah. No problem.
Or torch, right?
How long-
That's what you're
the
trying
torch.
to do. You're trying to
Passing
pass
the
the torch. Okay.
how long you been involved in the shop, Will?
Officially working like 7 years, but around in my entire life. So,
Nice. Do you enjoy it?
oh yeah, I love it. I love cars. So,
What's your favorite part?
ooh, like in the business aspect?
Mhm.
I really like talking to the customers, and I really like working on their vehicles. A lot of crazy vehicles come in, and just with all my experience, I'm able to work on every single one of them. So that makes it really fun for me, working on like Lambos, Corvettes, everything like that. I love doing that.
And
Nice.
we have the craziest. You'll see a $300,000 Lamborghini come in here, and then we'll have a 1995 or 1973 Ford Pinto. A Ford Pinto will come in there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he can work on a riot of everything. It's like when I was at SEMA a few years ago. Some of the equipment I bought, I can't use it. But these kids, it's all there's no breaking them down with machines or pedals. Everything's done by fingers. You know, so they can take tires on and off. The tires are loaded on the machine. You can do these Lambos with carbon fiber wheels without a breeze, without hurting a wheel.
Nice.
It doesn't touch them, and these kids got it down.
You know what I love, honestly and truly? So one of the big things that we were discussing in the roundtable in San Antonio at that expo was bringing the youngsters in and teaching them and showing them the way. And you know, that our industry is suffering. All the good techs are starting to retire, and now we got to get these young kids in. One of the things, so we had a couple of teachers from some of the bigger name classes around the country, and like you've seen them on the internet and stuff,
yeah.
I promise. And he was talking about the biggest issue that he sees is that shops are hiring these kids to mop the floor. And they just went through a 4-year school to learn how to work on cars, and we're hiring them to mop the floors. And he's like, throw them to the wolves. They want to work on cars. They want to get their hands dirty. They're young. They're going to make mistakes. You have to mentor them and teach them.
Right.
And I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know, you're right. We do. We start them off mopping floors, and we'll let them do some things here and there, and then we start gradually breaking them in. But they're saying, and the young kids that were in there, it was kind of funny because they called us the gray hairs.
Yeah, of course.
And they were like, "Yeah, gray hairs, get out of the way. Let us do this." And are you feeling that? Do you
A little bit, yeah.
get out of the way and let you guys shine and do your thing?
Yeah.
Awesome.
One
I
of
could tell you. Go ahead.
One of my best friends is about to graduate from Wyoming Technical Institute
It's the best
next
school in the
week.
country. Yeah.
And he's really scared about him going into another job with all this degree and everything like that, and just for them to have him like mopping floors.
And the things, so I was talking to Brian too, but he's getting on first from Caterpillar, big companies that want diesel techs to come in there, but they're offering. Yeah, he's worried he's going to do that. Get in there, he's going to do this bottom line work. But you'd be stupid. I mean, he's a diesel tech. That's what he went into school for, diesel, and he stayed in there an extra 4 months.
Yeah, he went there for a full year.
Yeah.
Wow.
So most people go into Wyoming Tech for 3 months, 6 months, but he stayed there for a full year, and he's just killing it. He'll get out rock and roll, I hope. I hope he picks the right place.
Let's hope. Yeah, and if he doesn't, go find the place that will put him to work.
Yeah, and I would also think some
Bring
of
it
these
back home.
kids, some of these
Do
kids
all
that are
my
getting
heartbeat.
out of these technical schools, I would say look for a bigger shop, because the bigger shops you can possibly get in as an apprentice. That way you can get under the master tech's wing and actually do some work. When I was a smaller shop with only 3 or 4 people, I couldn't afford to have a newbie right out of school that I would have to sit and watch and train. I need somebody that I can throw to the wolves. So being that you don't have any real-world experience, you have all the book knowledge and all the technical skills, that's great. But see if you can get into a bigger shop, the shop that has an apprenticeship program or something that they can help train and raise you up instead of starting off as the mop guy or the lube tech, something like that. So look for the bigger shops. I think you have more of a possibility of expanding your knowledge by getting into a bigger shop that actually can
Even
train
the
with you.
city and state jobs,
That was one of the things. It's funny you brought that up. One of the shop owners in the room was complaining that all the dealerships are swooping these kids up. And he was like, "How are we supposed to compete?" And I told him, I said, I mean no disrespect to you, but that's your fault. How does your shop compete? You should be competitive. You should have a better environment than the dealership. The dealership just runs these kids through the mill on flat rate and everything else and just lets them starve to death. We're a smaller shop, bigger, but smaller. We have the power to put them with somebody and teach them and show them the way.
Yeah.
And the kids there was like, "The gray hair's right," and I was like, "Shut up, I'm not that old." But anyway,
That's why I dye my hair, guys.
Yeah, I started that, and then my lady quit. But so I would love your input. What brings the youngsters into the industry? I mean, for me, man, I could tell you when I was a kid, I was tearing apart bicycles, skateboards, scooters. I knew everything in my house I was disassembling. So I knew that I was mechanically inclined. But what are these kids? What should I look for in a sharp youngster? You seem like a sharp youngster.
Well, the biggest thing for, at least like when I was in high school, I had a lot of kids coming up to me asking if they could get a job at my dad's shop, and I was like, I don't really know because we need people that are full-time. But in general, like, they were really interested because they're interested in cars.
Nice.
So if you could pique their interest into whatever it could possibly be for them and find a way to integrate them in some way, they would love that, and they would love to work with you.
Awesome.
And that's what I do with the high school kids, because we had 4 or 5 for a long time there working. And starting off now, they would work side by side with somebody doing tires. They wouldn't actually touch a tire for the first 2 months. Side by side, here's how we do things, here's how we do this. If they were really good and knew their stuff, right off the bat, it's like, wow, this person's learning quick. Then we get them on there pretty quick. But half of them don't work out at all. But the females kick butt, huh? Girls was his girlfriend. But no, really, the girls are coming there. We had this one gal in there. She must have weighed 98 pounds. She's doing 19.5s like there's no tomorrow after she was trained. And no problem at all, and she wanted to beat the boys. So it doesn't matter male or female, just come in there and just, prove yourself. And just like when I have kids coming for, drop off an application, come back again and come back again. Bug the crap out of me. That tells me a lot.
Yep, it does.
That tells me a lot.
It's funny you brought the ladies up, too, because that was another topic in there. about hiring females.
Yeah.
You have a lot of females working for you, quite a few, and I have a few females working for me. And it's like, and I, told the old timers, the gray hairs, hey, you guys are missing out on an entire workforce that is they're highly skilled, they're way organized, they just do such a, they have their strengths and their weaknesses, and their strengths outshine the men. And we were all talking about you're eliminating half of the workforce by just hiring men. Open your minds, and the ladies can do it too.
Oh, sure.
Ladies are mechanically inclined as well. Well, Andrew's over here getting the whip out. We got to go to another break. So give us a holler, 928-541-1016, 928-541-1016.
While you out there listening, call in.
Yep, call in, or you're going to listen to us talk for the rest of the time. And welcome back. We, again, man, you guys should hear these conversations outside during the breaks.
Maybe we should just record that and play that when we come back from the break.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because they're good. So, whoops. I don't know who didn't put their phone on mute.
Wasn't me.
I'm going to put mine on mute right now.
Give us a holler, 928-541-1016. And Warren's on the phone again. Warren, you ran a body shop back in San Pedro.
That's correct.
Tell us about what you did there, buddy.
Well, when I started out there, it was a small shop. We had 2 body men and a painter, and a guy that swept the floors and stuff, washed the cars and that.
Yeah.
And I hired in a guy, and he was such a good worker. And at the shop, we had an alignment machine. So I sent him to school to work to learn how to do front end alignments.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did there was a percentage of the alignment that he would do. I would give it to the bookkeeper, and she would put it in his check as a bonus.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he saw what he was doing there, and it gave him the incentive, and he progressed on. And then I had him assisting the body men when he didn't have any other chores to do, to take up the dead time. So he's always been productive,
Mm-hmm.
and he was picking up body work too.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so the business progressed where we went from 2 full-time body men to 3. You know, it was still a small shop, but
Yeah.
We were doing okay.
There is something to say about a small shop. I've been in both situations, a small shop and a big shop. From the business side of it, I love a bigger shop. It gives me a whole lot more flexibility. People that need vacations, people that call in sick. Obviously, you try to make more money. It doesn't always work that way,
right.
but you
We try. We try.
The small shop is more intimate. Definitely, you can really mentor somebody if in that aspect where you have the time to spend with them and teach them. The bigger shop, you got to lean on your superstar technicians to show the way.
Yeah.
I don't know, John. You've been both sides. I mean, we started kind of in the same boats.
Yeah, I mean it's fun being small. Definitely is a lot more family type style. But also when you're small, and I remember in the beginning when I had myself and 2 or 3 technicians, you lose a technician to go hunting because of course up here everybody likes to go hunting.
You're right.
So October you lose a guy for a week, and you just lost 25% of your workforce. When out of 4 guys, it's like holy moly.
Yep.
And then you get one that calls in sick. And I remember a few years ago, I was back in Tennessee for a coaching thing, and our phone system went down. And it was down for a few days.
Oh, no.
And at the same time, I also lost half my crew. They all came down with a flu of some sort that happened a few years ago.
Yep.
And, man, that was just – I was lucky that I had 16 people, but I was down to an 8-person staff, and that really –
It's still tough.
That's tough, too.
Yep.
Yeah, we have 14 all the time, and we had 2 out sick last week, and that just nails you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the other thing for the shop owners, you still got to pay that sick time, or at least we pay sick time.
Yeah.
So I mean,
If they've been
we're
with
not
us for a while,
generating
we do
anything
after a year,
yeah.
we do.
But yeah,
We so this week I was out because I got injured, and one of my R&R men were out. We have 10 people working there, so
You got injured bad.
yes. I haven't been to the hospital in a long time.
So Warren, how many technicians did you have when you retired?
Well, I left that shop there being a manager, and I stepped down to just being an estimator. It's a lot less pressure.
Yeah.
I do not envy the job of the managers. That's why I hired Miss Shannon and I brought her in. She is amazing up front. I am not good. There.
Yeah.
I know my weakness. I can make the transmissions dance, but I can't talk to people.
I love people.
The good points were things that you could do to increase the business. I made myself more available, more known in the town. The Chamber of Commerce, little breakfast meetings and stuff. And what I would do is I'd get maybe a couple of referrals or a couple of customers from a certain insurance company or agency in town, and I'd go over with a box of C's candies and leave it with the gals that answered the phones for them. And boy, oh boy,
Yeah.
Who said bribery doesn't work?
Wonders.
We had, speaking of bribery, and I'm going to give her a shout out because they were really awesome, that Nothing But Bunt Cake.
Oh, yeah, Kelly over there, she's awesome.
Yeah, she came and brought us an assortment of little bunt cakes, and they were good.
That's out there in Prescott Valley?
Yeah.
They need to put one in Prescott.
I'm telling you, I think the guys had them devoured in a couple hours. They were gone.
Oh, they lasted that long?
Yeah.
Not that long, yeah. No, we're definitely in there every week. That's my favorite, and they're sugar free. At least being a diabetic person, that's what I say.
Sugar free, the box
they're
maybe.
sugar-free. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there's something good there.
Right.
They are great. I love them. Yeah.
Right on. Well, I appreciate you calling in again, Warren. That's awesome. Again, folks, give us a holler, 928-541-1016, 928-541-1016. So, anyway, what's going on in your shop? What's new in your place?
Just staying busy. We got all the guys back from being sick. Will was sick pretty bad for the while there, out for a few days. We have another kid that just had his appendix taken out.
Oh, Lord.
So he came back, and then he was running 105 fever. So we got him to the emergency. And
Oh man.
we got him in the emergency room, and he down to 103, and then it dropped. Now it's like 96, 97. They don't know what the heck's going on, but that's not good to be low, you know. But anyway, he's still in the hospital right now.
My R&Rman's still in the hospital. He was sending me pictures from the hospital room, and I didn't hear from him Friday or today, so I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah.
I may go visit the hospital and see how he's doing.
And Desmond tore his knee all up. He's wearing a big old brace on that dang thing.
I know. I tore my ACL and my meniscus.
That just sounds painful.
It is.
Gray hair.
I'm telling
gray hair.
you. I stepped on a stool.
How big was that dog?
Right? I'm telling you.
It's a big stool.
That's a big stool. That's funny.
But anyway, folks, give us a holler, 928-541-1016. Oh, man.
Stepping out for another break?
Already? God, he is
smoke.
cracking the whip today. So we'll see you on the other
Actually,
side
I
of this
think
break.
people want to hear the commercials more than they want to hear us.
I think
Probably.
so.
I think so this
Well,
Saturday.
you know, there's a way to fix that. Call in. See you on the other side of the break. Man, I tell you, folks, John, we're going to start recording these and just play these when we get back. So we were
go ahead.
talking about AI, and Will, I'm so happy to hear you talk about that because AI is an amazing tool.
Yeah.
I've been playing with it quite a bit. But what are you using AI for in auto repair?
So I've been using it a lot, especially with like 4 tires, 2 tires, anything like that. Even just like a simple flat repair. Like I time myself and then I put it in the AI.
Mm-hmm.
I like figure out, or I write down inside the AI like what kind of vehicle it is, what year, what exactly it is I'm doing to it, and when I start timing myself, like on my stopwatch afterwards, I stop it and it's like, oh, okay, well, how long did it take you? I say how long it took me, and then it explains to me, hey, what do you think you could have done faster? And that really gives you the time to think to yourself about what you could have truly done better, where you think you did amazing, where you think you could have done better, and it just overall helped me a lot. I think one of the times I had 28 minutes, and then the time afterwards I had, I think it was like 22.
Nice.
Just for a 4 tire, which is a crazy amount
Doing
of time
4
doing it
tires is
myself.
fast, guys.
Absolutely.
You know.
I remember those days. But yeah, so, and you were playing with AI. You
Yeah.
came up with a new theme song for us.
Yeah,
we
came
were going
with
to
the
talk
thing, and
about.
that's through AI. We're doing the music, and it was just amazing.
Yes.
It's just completely crazy, you know.
And so I got to confess that I've been playing with AI. So I bought an AI recorder. from Plaud, or however you say, PLAUD, or UAD, whatever. Anyway, so what I do is with my recorder, it's incredibly sensitive. You can set it down in a room of 100 people, and it'll record everybody's individual conversations. It breaks it down to who's talking to whom.
Really?
But I use it for during like our lunch and learns, or if I'm having a light disciplinary talk with one of my technicians or something, and so it'll break it down, and then I'll upload it to AI, and I say, okay, make this an SOP for me, a standard operating procedure, and it'll print out a SOP.
No kidding.
Yeah, and then I go, okay, so this is what we talked about, like during our lunch. Okay, guys, this is what we talked about, what we're going to work on, this is what we're going to do. And I give everybody a copy of it, and we can move forward. And then I bought the AI glasses. Now you have to train your AI, but
So
I
you
can.
need the recorder for the glasses?
No.
Okay.
No, these are separate things. My AI glasses, I could be in the middle of building a transmission and take a picture and go, okay, AI, what's next? And it'll tell me what parts to put in next.
What?
Yes.
Really?
I know. And then you can record videos. So again, everything I'm working on like training videos. This is how you open the shop. This is how you close the shop. This is how you tear down a 68 RP. And then you can even, if you like doing social media and stuff, you can use these videos, upload it to another AI, and they will make a reel out of that for you to upload to all of your social medias. And
Wow.
this AI is no joke, and it's not going away.
It's getting,
Until Terminator gets here.
right.
But
And that's close.
yeah, but the AI can be a very powerful tool in the hands of a sharp technician.
Yeah.
And if they're not sharp, they're not motivated, they're not going to use it. But those sharp ones, I promise you, are already using it.
Yeah.
To figure out problems. And I was talking to my Snap-on guy, and I said, hey, is Snap-on working on an AI scanner? And he goes, well, kind of. And I was like, no. I want an AI to analyze this data and go,
Right.
hey, these parameters are out of whack. You need to be looking at this and speed that process up. And
They probably have it.
he told me, as far as he knew, no, but I heard Altel was.
Okay.
So,
Altel started to kick butt, buddy.
yeah, I'm telling you.
They were kicking
And
butt and
I
taking
fear
names.
that Snap-on is kind of coasting right
They
now.
are. They're falling behind. They're not keeping up with. they
We
used
have the
to
latest
lead.
Snap-on, a new upgrade. We just got the Altel. Altel's kicking butt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It really is.
I'm getting ready to buy some. I think
Yeah.
we have 5 or 6 Snap-on scanners, and I think I'm just going to start buying Altel from here on out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've been stepping up to the plate. They really have.
Nice. So, what has your experience been with AI?
Just music. That's pretty much it.
Wow.
Watching these guys. These guys are getting crazy with it. You know what I mean? I want Walt to do more and more and more. You know, he's
Right now,
the upcoming generation. He's the one taking over. You know, I still do my P&Ls on paper. Yeah, I don't do QuickBooks, guys. Everything by hand.
Wow.
I'm old school, but he's gonna take. You know.
Awesome. That is cool. So, how do you feel about that? You excited?
yeah. I mean, right now I'm in college, and I'm about to start taking my AI class. I want to start understanding it and learning the background of it, everything like that, so I could become better with it.
So the crazy thing is you can input your business numbers and say, hey, run my numbers. Where am I weak? Where am I strong? You can ask your AI to do a SWOT report on you and your competitors. And
Wow.
yeah, there's a lot of powerful tools that you can do. I can tell you that I crush my market. And, I also know my market's my shop's weaknesses.
Yeah.
And AI just kind of confirmed what I already knew.
That's really powerful.
It is.
You
So
know?
anyway.
I gotta start growing with the times, guys. And you guys
I'm
are
telling
way
you.
older than I am.
And well, we can't, as business people, we have to keep an open mind.
Yeah.
And we have to stay on top of what is happening. I mean, these cars today, the cars have artificial intelligence. At least in the transmission world, we have it. It learns your driving style, adapts your driving style adapts to your driving style. So, I mean, we already got to know this. Personally, I love it, and I figure, you either keep up or get left behind. And
Yeah.
I still remember my grandpa, the guy that taught me, that got me really into cars. But when electronic ignition came out, he went, "That's it, I'm done." Sold his
Right.
Conoco and retired and
That
rode
was
off in
it.
the sunset
They were done.
with electronic ignition.
Wow,
We're
that
talking
does
about
show your
HEI.
age. Yeah, that does show your age there, Dan.
Hey, back then, slave labor was slave labor. You could do that and not get in trouble.
But yeah, the way things are coming up, though, that's what's nice about Will, and he wants to learn. He wants to get all this new stuff. He can start training me.
Awesome.
I got a buddy of mine has the Tire Pros out there in Boulder, and Ralph's Tire Pros, great group of people, but he had sold it off to his son. His son's taken over. He's just a few years older than Will.
Nice.
And he's taken that business and just exploded it with the new technology, just with the way they do things. You know what I mean? Just
Keeping an open mind.
Yeah.
Have you thought about how you're going to change things? Your dad's leaving you pretty big shoes to fill.
Oh yeah.
Tire Pros Prescott is a big shop. It's been a big shop for a long time, a staple in the industry or in the town.
Well, we're getting ready to send him out to through Michelin, through TIA to get him certified out there.
Nice.
So he can be a trainer. He can come back and train all of our guys. Not only that, we're going to send him up there to Bullhead, to Boulder, and go out there for a week or so and see how they run business, and
That's
get
awesome.
some different ideas and see how things are going. And I just got back on the National Dealer Council with Tire Pros, so I'm representing the whole western half of the United States. And then I'll
Awesome.
drag him into those meetings where we're, see how we do things. So, yeah, just things we've been growing and doing for many years. And this kid's just kicking butt and taking names.
I love it. I love it. I love hearing
You know
that.
who opens the shop every morning? 6:15? Him.
Nice.
And still going to school. And he works all day long. You know what I mean?
Outstanding.
Yep.
Outstanding. And you're doing the training. That
Yep.
was the other thing that we were talking about in that roundtable is how much training we are giving our technicians. And I was kind of shocked to see that a lot of shops are not.
Yeah.
Or that they send their builders to a seminar once a year. It's like, give me a break.
Yeah.
My technicians better be going to 6 or 8 classes a year
Yeah,
at
I know.
least.
Yep.
And if they don't participate in training,
Even
they're
the oldest
probably
techs
not
that
going to
know
be
their
with
stuff,
me
they
long.
learn every time they go. They're going to learn one or
Absolutely.
two things every time.
Absolutely.
Sean does, and Sean's 67 years old.
Yeah.
He's been with me for 25 years.
I learned some stuff this last week when I was in San Antonio, and I've been building transmissions for 31 years,
Yeah.
and you still learn. The day you quit learning, you should retire.
Yeah.
But Andrew's cracking the whip again. Another break. Lord have mercy. So anyway, give us a holler, 928-541-1016, 928-541-1016. See you on the other side. And we're back. Again, folks, I got John here. He's yawning and stuff. He's waiting for calls to, to answer questions for you guys. John over there at AutoWorks. And I got Louie from Prescott Tire Pros over here joining us. And his son, Will, super sharp youngster. Feel free to come to the show anytime you'd like to.
Thank you.
And then again, I'm Desmond. I own Prescott Valley Transmissions. Mark Kroll's out on vacation in Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania or wherever he's at. He's goofing off.
Yeah, somewhere
Him and
over
his
there on
lady.
the East Coast somewhere.
Yeah, this is a good time to be at the East Coast. I don't know how much I would want to be there in a few months. But
Yeah.
Right now is a good time. Yeah, September, October, not as humid.
Yeah.
You know.
So we've been talking about AI. We've been talking about big shops, little shops, training, all of this good stuff. And we've only gotten a couple of calls, 928-541-1016.
2 calls from the same guy.
I know. That's sad. But, hey, you guys like listen to us
But the weather's
ramble on?
so nice out there right now. Everybody's just out cruising downtown,
Probably.
enjoying it.
I know. I opened up the door this morning, and I was just like, wow.
That's
It
right.
is gorgeous.
I knew it was going to be a nice day, so pulled the Harley out, got it all cleaned up.
Nice. Right on. Right
Yeah.
on. I can't do much. I'm all
Yeah, you're-
gimpied.
Kind of gimpy right now.
But I have all the doors open at the house and the windows open and letting the house breathe.
Yeah.
What are you going to be up to, John?
I'm going to go jump on my tractor after this.
What are you going to do, Will?
I'm gonna go have lunch and probably head down to the mall. Maybe wash my car.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got to wash mine
And then
too.
what are we doing tonight at 5?
We're going downtown to the courthouse
For what?
Yeah.
for
Charlie Kirk.
yeah.
So
That
big
was
memorial
super-
down there. So there's a bunch of
super
people who joined
sad.
up down there. So super sad, but we all got to reunite, and hopefully we get a big turnout down there.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think all over the country, they're happening everywhere. You know.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I was shocked to see people cheering and happy for that. I was blown away. And nothing automotive, but I was just, how could you possibly feel happy that
There's
somebody
some
got murdered?
sick people out there. You know, sick people out there, and that's what's there's people losing their jobs, and this is happening, and which is good.
Yeah,
you know what I
amen.
mean? We need
Amen.
to step up as a country and be there together for one another.
Violence isn't okay in
No.
anything.
Anything.
On either side. Violence is not okay.
We can sit down and talk, and that's what Charlie did. He would sit down and talk with you.
Yep.
You know,
And there's people who got mad at him because they couldn't beat him.
yep. But they would sit there and stream back and forth, and after they were done, they would shake hands because they just talked.
That's how it was.
Yeah.
When I was in college, so I went to I decided I was sick of the automotive industry. I was going to do something different. I went to college to be a registered nurse.
Oh.
And for some reason, I know why, I was an older adult.
You were gray-haired.
Yeah, and so they were like they would always have debates, and it would always be me against the rest of the class.
Really?
Because they were liberal, I was conservative, and we would always argue. And I get it,
But you can talk.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
can talk, and and then afterward you can shake hands, and I don't know.
That's the whole
Anyway.
thing. You got to share ideas.
Absolutely.
How are you going to change your view or someone else's view or thoughts if you can't speak civilly?
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
and
Sit
just
and talk.
and just I mean, we can disagree with people. I've got people in my family I don't particularly care for,
Yeah.
but we're
Same
still
here.
there at Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I mean, you have to have
I
open
got
discussions.
My uncle on the
and be
East Coast,
fair.
the only one in our family still alive. I mean, he disowned me after with COVID. We were putting flags out there at the VA cemetery, and last time I talked to him.
Wow.
Well,
yeah.
But you know what?
Hey, I get it. Yeah.
I'm proud of me.
Amen. Do
I'm
you?
proud of me. Yeah.
I
And
have
there's
a
a lot of
weird
people in the
philosophy.
family that way, you know?
Yeah, I have a weird philosophy on that. It's my life. I'm going to live my life to the fullest, and I'm not going to go out with regrets. And if somebody doesn't like it,
Yeah, as
Sorry
long
to
as
hear
you're
that.
not intentionally harming other people,
absolutely
Exactly.
not.
take care of yourself. That's the big
Yep.
thing. Yeah.
So we
Absolutely.
can talk. You know.
Even just like now, talking about AI and how we can incorporate it into the
So
businesses
cool.
and stuff and the tools.
And for a lot of people, it's taboo.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I don't want AI, but
I mean, for the longest time, I thought Desmond was a jerk. But,
Yeah.
after talking on the radio,
Well, it wasn't
like, well,
Desmond.
maybe he's not that bad.
it wasn't
you
Desmond.
know?
It was AI.
Oh, okay. That's what convinced me. So.
I'm telling
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Oh. But, so anyway, folks, we're getting off on some pretty serious non-automotive topics. I hope we don't lose half of our listeners now, but
Oh
whatever.
no, we won't. We have amazing listeners out there.
And to make up for
both
it,
sides.
next week is the girls' show.
Yes.
So
Oh yeah,
The
then you get
girls
some
will be
brains
there.
behind the
you
operation
go,
here.
now
and
we're
they get
talking-
donuts, and that's the one that you actually got to stream it on kyca.info. They've got donuts. They look a lot better than us. They probably smell better than us too.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, we're getting the thumbs up over here. Yeah, they definitely do.
Right. He's like, well, I didn't want
duh.
to say anything. But now that you brought it up.
yeah.
But-
They're so much funner.
And I do have a girl in that group that represents AutoWorks.
Ashley.
will be here next week, and she'll be
Awesome.
talking and rambling. She started off, as an entry level with us, and was our lube specialist. And they became an apprentice, and now she's a practicing service advisor, and she's just kicking it. She's kicking butt up front.
I
And
saw
she's
a
doing
lot of
really,
potential
really good.
in her.
Yep.
I'm glad you promoted her. And again, keeping an open mind, you get
Yeah.
to see the potential.
Mhm.
I
Well,
love it.
your mom's listening. You tell her to be in here next week.
I would.
Won't we see her tonight?
Yeah, but she's listening on the radio right now.
Oh, okay.
Put it on point blank.
Kids
Yeah.
have a little bit extra power over
Way
the moms.
bigger power.
Yeah.
Way bigger power.
Yeah, then Mom, you got to be here next weekend.
Maybe I'll try to talk Shannon into bringing Stormy. But anyway, so
Wow,
Our
our a
new-
lot of girls.
I know.
Look out.
Everybody be watching the show.
But I love having the family there. Do you love having
Yeah.
your family
Oh, yeah.
with you? I love having
100%.
it. We just brought on our daughter Stormy. She's our new front counter assistant and kicking butt, and customers are loving her. Shannon went in and talked to a customer yesterday, and they were like, "Wait, hey, that's nice. Where's Stormy?" I talked to her.
That's the
I
best
need
thing in
to
the
see
world.
her. And Shannon came out all huffy, and it was like, "That's a good thing."
Yeah, it's a great thing. It is.
So anyway, we're running out of time here. He's cracking the whip again.
Thanks for listening, everybody. You
Thanks
guys
for
are awesome.
listening. Get out to the square tonight, 5:00. Show your support. Anything you guys want to add?
It's a great weekend to have.
Great weekend to have, yeah.
Get out there and have a great week. Talk to you guys next week.